Well, hey guys, this is Dr. Drake 63 here today, and what we're looking at before us is a 1966 Ithaca Model 37 featherweight. It's got a beautiful little hunting inscription on either side. It's in very good condition, and just a couple of things that I really like about this shotgun. First of all, if you look at this portion here, your foregrip for your pump, it's got that old school, what I'll call knurled kind of handle, and I think it's beautiful. I love that. Some big differences on this Ithaca to what you might be used to with Remington or Mossberg. It ejects from the bottom, not from the side. So it both loads and ejects from the bottom. You're going to notice some other things that are 1966-ish. If we look at this side right here, you'll see the safety right there in back of the trigger, and that is metal. It's not plastic. It doesn't have red painted on it, any of that kind of stuff. You'll notice also a very, very nice fit and finish with the wood on this. And looking up at the front here, you'll notice that it has at one point been retrofitted with a fiber optic front sight. But this is a 28-inch barrel. I actually have rights of first refusal on this. A friend of mine has asked me to help him move this, and I said, well, let me take a look at it. I think I'm going to buy it. It's just beautiful. It kind of falls in the category of they don't make them like this anymore. And get a better look here of the hunting scene on the other side. Now, you really don't see a lot of this stuff these days. It's not real popular to engrave such as that, but this is in wonderful shape. I just really like the fact that, you know, unlike pretty much any Remington, any Mossberg, anything like that you've seen for a long time, this just doesn't have plastic anywhere. I really like that. I did tell you that it didn't have red on it. I lied. It does have some painted on this metallic safety right on the bottom there. But the fit and finish of the wood are beautiful. It's a 28-inch barrel, and I think this might be hard to pass up. She doesn't want to. So what, if anything, makes this better or worse, anything than any other 28-inch 12 gauge you can get on the market these days? Well, as you might have seen on the intro piece, it does only accept 2 3/4 inch shells. If you're using this for upland game, specifically pheasant hunting, dove hunting, things like that, that's not going to be a problem. You get into some duck hunting, goose hunting, things where you're taking those longer, higher altitude shots, you might want to have something that accepts a 3-inch shell. But this is just absolutely, cycles nice. It's got a nice easy trigger on it, and it shoulders very nicely. So as you know from my channel, I'm not a big shotgunner. It's probably the least explored and where I'm least experienced out of all firearms types. But I do enjoy bird hunting. I usually get out once or twice a year after the pheasants, and so we're probably going to use this for that. I also enjoy using a much shorter side-by-side as well. You've seen that covered. But this is a beautiful example of 1966, how we used to make firearms with a lot of care, with a lot of attention to detail, without a lot of plastic parts, things of that nature. Times have certainly changed. As I've said in other videos, guess what? You don't have to take shop class in high school anymore. We have a workforce from a hands-on skill level that's much more adept on putting their hands on an Xbox controller than they are on a planer, on steel wool, on sandpaper, on a table saw, things of that nature. So that's just the way it is. But this is a beautiful, fine example. Now, Ithaca is a manufacturer that's been around a long time. Usually when you see people get into shotgun discussions or debates, it's usually something like comparing the Remington 870 to the Mossberg 500. And sometimes it gets into higher end stuff such as Benelli's and Berettas and things like that. But in terms of an everyman's shotgun that's a working, serviceable firearm that can handle slugs, can handle things of that nature, this is as good as it gets, and very light. I really like that. I mean, I can carry this as a 28-incher. Carrying this around with one hand is not that big a deal, which I kind of like. So the Ithaca Model 37 Featherweight. Now, Ithaca still makes shotguns. You don't, like I said, hear their name a lot, but everything I know about them is that they're a quality manufacturer. And if we get an opportunity to hunt with this one, if we do decide indeed to keep it in our safe long term, I will certainly give you an update. But hey, it's a shotgun. About the only thing that I would point out is, unlike some of the more newer stuff, it does not have a changeable choke. So this is going to have something of more of the modified type of choke type of diameter on this tube, or on this barrel, I should say. But all in all, it seems like a pretty good firearm. I appreciate you checking this out with me. This is Dr. Drake 63. Have a good day.